Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, we are diving into the cloud application programming model with CDS plugin. In my opinion, this is a game changer and also a powerful combination to build modern and scalable applications. So let's get started. So first, let's briefly talk about the CDS plugin. As per CAPM documentation, the CDS plugin technique allows to provide extension packages with auto configuration. Now, what is this extension packages? It's quite simple. As you know, CAPM or Cloud Application Programming Model supports Node.js as well as the Java as a flavor, at least as of now. And if you're a Node.js developer, I'm sure that you use this particular site called Node Package Manager (NPM) quite frequent. And the same concept now CAPM also supports means that external packages now you can integrate with our Cloud Application Programming Model. That's amazing, right? Because by doing that, we can build different features and rather integrate different features in just no time. So today in this video or episode, what I'm planning to walk you through to understand how to create a plugin, a very simple basic things we'll do, and then we'll access or rather consume one of the external package called attachments, and we'll see that how easy it would be to build this kind of a feature for our existing application in just no time. So stay tuned till the end. So I'm using Visual Studio Code for the development. You can pick any other development IDs, let's say Business Application Studio or Vim, NeoVim, whatever it's you prefer. Now to start with, I'll be using, by the way, if you are using this Visual Studio Code, definitely you need certain prerequisites to be installed. Like you need the CDS SDKs, then you need to have the Node.js. So those kind of things definitely you need. I have already installed them. So I'm directly starting with the development. Now I'll be using CDS initializer, CDS init, and let's create the package name as CDS plugin demo. So this is my project name, and it's initialized successfully. So let's get into CDS plugin demo, and after it goes, let's open that folder into our vscode in another window. So currently you can see that this package, this project doesn't have anything as such, only the empty certain folders, right? So it's an empty structure. Now to start with, I can create different schema or kind of data models where CDS to be used or core data service to be used to create the data models. But my focus today is just to talk about the plugins. Okay. So that's the reason I'll not do much about the things on the application creation, but I'll be using certain sample application to start with. To create our sample application, I'll be using the CDS add feature. So we can run CDS add and sample. So you can check the different other concept or availability features like CDS sample, multi-tenancy. You can add kind of a quick data for the testing, empty, etc. So I'll be using the CDS sample feature. What will happen? It will create the application, and you can see the every folders are now filled with the data and the different data model built into its core data service. This is the bookshop application is actually has built. So it's just a sample application for quick testing, and also having services. It has one as an admin service and the other one is the catalog service. Okay. Now to make it work, we need to install certain dependencies. So for that, let's run npm install. I'm taking a pause because it may take some time to install. Yeah, so looks like the download is complete. So we are good to start with CDS watch command. It will actually working as a live reload mode. So any changes we make on this application, it will be auto reloading. Okay. So it's actually available in localhost 4004. Let's open it. It's open in my browser. As you can see, the two different services, respective tiles or cards you can see. So let's open the manage books because that will give us the CRUD feature. The other one is just for read only. Yeah. So in your case, if you try this out, maybe it will ask for the password and the user ID. So you have to give the user ID as Alice. It doesn't need any password because I already ran this application before during recording. Possibly that's the reason it didn't prompt me. If I go to this first record, it will give you the detail page. That's all, simple. So now let's create a simple plugin as a Hello World plugin and see that how it works. Now, if we check our CAPM documentation with the table of content, the first one says like add a CDS plugin. So it says like simply add a file called CDSPlugin.js. The file name should be CDSPlugin.js, and next to the package.json. Okay, and then of your package to have this detected and loaded automatically. Okay, when bootstrapping cap node.js servers, right, through CDS serve command or maybe other CLI command. So now within this CDS plugin modules, you can use your CDS packets and any logic that you want to do it. That you can definitely kind of an example been given. So let's do that. So first, to start with, I'll create one folder and let's create called my plugins. Now what it says, I have to create a file called CDS plugin.js. So let's create a file called under my plugins called CDS plugin.js, correct? So this file got created, it's empty. Let's write some console log command first. Okay, I'll not write any complicated logic, it's just a hello world to show you how it triggers hello world plugin. So let's save it. So next is what, that we have to have our package.json over here. Okay, that's what it says. So for that, what we can do, we have to write cd, or before that, let's don't create package.json. Let's see what happens. Okay, we'll go to package.json and we have to add this this particular my plugins as a workspace. So let's run workspace and let's sorry, it should be array, and here we can put my plugins. Okay, so I just put the folder name my plugins under the workspace section, comma, and I think this is fine. But now to have this particular example application to use this plugin or trigger this plugin rather, we have to add this my plugins as a dependency. Okay, so let's do that by running npm add my plugins and let's see what happens. Boom, it's giving a problem. There's a no such file or directory under plugins package.json. So it is us looking for a package.json file. That's what it also talks about in the documentation. So clean the console and just run. Let's go into that my plugins and then create a package.json with npm init command. If I put $y or -y, then what will happen? It will not prompt for any questionnaires. That's all. So now if you run that, you can see this package.json now built and a certain default attributes and properties. It's that JSON files get created. So if I just run again the command call npm, let's close this one. I don't need to show this, rather the main package.json of our CAPM application. So let's add cds add, or sorry, npm add command with my plugins. Oh, sorry, I am in the my plugin section, so I have to come out of that, and then you can run npm add my plugins, and you see it's added. So this package.json was important. So what we can do, we can go to CDS plugin and we want to show this console log when our application triggers, right? So let's see, run the CDS watch command. Yeah, we just have seen something. You see, our plugin actually gets picked up and it shows the hello world plugin. So of course, you have to now write your own plugin logic and every complicated things that you want as a feature. Then definitely you can just frame everything over here. But the question is that one more thing to check. This is the different files that shows in the console, like what are the fields been picked up, like if say admin service, then catalog service, then what are the Fury service, everything been picked up under the database. The schema.cds is also picked up, that I can see. But I don't see anything about our my plugins and CDSplugin.js file, right? So it is not showing anything. To check that, we can stop this one, and this time we run it in a debug command. So you can run debug is equal to plugins, and then we can run CDS watch and see what happens. Yeah, now again, if you look back, yeah, we can see this hello world, but before that, it now shows this file's actually been picked up. Okay, so this is the simple hello world explanation that how a plugin to be built and what are the things that it needs. It's pretty simple, but of course the logic to add that is a different art and different concept that we have to do it separately. And I'm not covering this one in this session. Maybe in future we'll I can drill down something. All right, so now the next thing would be we'll be consuming some existing package from npm, and now we'll be integrating that concept called attachment section with our within the same application, and let's see how easy it is. So within npm.js you can run cap.js and then attachments, and you can find this cap series plugin providing image and attachments storing out. Okay, so this is the one. You can search and you can find this attachment plugin section. Okay, and it talks about how to add this one simple kind of a plugin that we have also already seen, that how this kind of a command we added for our own created plugin file. And this is the data models that that need to be adjusted. So to start with, repository, and this is our cap.js attachment. This is certain attachment plugin related topics. So this application is actually created keeping in mind of incident management, a sample application from SAP side. So on that basis, on that this plugin been built. So while we'll be using for our bookshop, we'll have to just make a little bit of adjustments, which is very minimal adjustment. And also they're saying like this is the SAP UEFI version under which this works. Okay, so that is an important note. So to start with, what I'll do, we'll copy this or clone this repository, copy that one, go to our project, and what we'll do, we can just run git clone, paste it, and then we can put something called plugins, and under plugins we can put attachments. Okay, so it will create another folder plugins, and under that it will create one more folder called attachments, and within that the entire repository content will be put into or cloned into. So let's run. The file is a little big, I think around 13 MB or 15. No. So now what happens, you see there is one more plugins kind of a folder created under attachment folder, everything you can see. Now let's explore a bit that what it contains. There are different libraries and everything added, but our interest just to see that example folder, and on the DB folder we'll find this attachment.cds, right? And here also you'll find the CDSplugin.js, right? Because this is the triggering file, so which actually refers or takes the plugin folder, which is over here somewhere. So under library you'll find this plugin, so which actually takes the actual coding that it does. So what we'll do, we'll basically look for this attachment.cds, and we'll see this is kind of a coding that we need. So we can copy this one, this example, and we'll put into our own application database. So we can just paste it, that's all. So we have added this attachment dot, let's close it, everything. Yeah, so this is our file attachment.cds. Now it's actually complaining that it doesn't know this all kind of a stuff. So let's close it, and we can put I think under that folder it's a schema.cds, right? Now that schema contains all the bookshop stuff, right? So we can just remove that incident, and we can put simply bookshop. Now it complains about here that boss I don't have an incident entity. So let's look for books. So under books list, we'll be having that attachment that I'm planning. And it simply says that composition of many attachments, kind of a aggregation, because it will contain many attachments. It can be, you can attach multiple files. So now this is the particular dependent npm packages that we need to add it now. All right, so let's copy it, and we can basically run npm add. So it will basically come to our package.json. Under these dependency sections, we'll be adding this npm add. Yeah. So now what will happen? It will be adding that file to our dependent section. Actually, if you check out this project, yeah, this is what we actually executed this command now. Okay, so now this particular attachment section, it should be available. It shouldn't complain. Let's save this, save all. All right, so now what will happen? Let's run it. Let's run this application, CDS watch, and we can also run a debug also. Let's see if this has been picked up or not. Plugins and then CDS watch command, and it's picked up. The application is actually working, but let's see. This is one of our own plugin that we have seen, and this is what been picked up. And also you can see that from the node modules, this captures attachment is also part of our content that you can see in the console. So that means this particular things is also being picked up. So now if I open our application, let's see. So this is the application. Let's open manage. And it shows in the object pages. Okay, so not here, but if you go to the detail page, yeah, it gets hanged on. Do you know why? Because we just have seen this gets hanged on because you have a problem with the Fury version. It supports only upper 1.121.0. Okay, so what we can do, we can go to our application with the application folder, go to our index.html, and you will find something over here. Okay, it's actually from the SAP-HANA-on-demand.com. So before resources, let's put 1.121.0. This is right, 1.121.0. So let's pick this particular version, and let's save it and reload it. Okay, I'm just simply running CDS watch command, and now we'll go once again to our application. Now if I click on the manage books, now it will actually refer to the new version. Yeah, now you can see the attachment, right? If I go to attachment, you see this section is added, and now there is an edit button, and voila, I can now add some file. So now let's add certain documents over here. Let's click on this image and click on save. Yeah, it's added. So if I click on that, voila, this is my new logo of my channel. So it's actually opening, and fantastic. So for the testing purpose, let's add SQL database. Okay, quickly. So for that, we can go to package.json, and we can add something for here. Let's say CDS, then records, then DB. You can put SQLite. Right? So let's save this, and just if I can now run deploy the interface CDS deploy command, we can do to this SQLite .db. So now it's successfully added. DB SQLite got created. So let's rerun this once again, and hopefully now what will happen, will be using certain data. It's not in memory database anymore. So let's open this application once again. Go to manage.books. Click on here. And now go to attachment. Before that, click on edit. Go to attachment and now click on upload. And now got the same file once again. Save it. All right. So let's turn off this one. Switch off this application. And let's rerun. Okay. So let's refresh. Of course, it's gone. You see this application is again appearing, and you see the document now persists because I am using some database. It's not an in-memory database. So you have seen that how easy it is now to attach bigger functionalities. Just simply consuming or adding npm add command, you can add this kind of a feature. I hope you learned something good out of this video, and shortly we'll come back with the next video. And till then, goodbye.